service. I say that for Jade and Shane. Remember.
Ha ha ha.
I mean, really, it's pretty important. And we are live, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about helmets, paramotor helmets, and of course just paramotor stuff in general. I put the link to Zoom in the chat. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. I got the waiting room turned on, so if you join us and I don't know who you are, you're not coming in. Sorry, but that's just the way it's got to be. Anyway, welcome everybody. Let's see, who do we have in here? Let's talk about the Lears. And we have ppglear.com and Flying Flamingo Jade. Welcome, guys. How are you, husband and wife, paramotor peoples?
Well, hello. Yep. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody in the panel. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Hello to you guys. Now I'll let Jade talk.
He's busy. Hi, everyone. I'm Flying Flamingo Jade, and flew this last week once with Eric, and we were just talking about it. I was happy I was able to practice my wing control and do a landing and then turn around and go back into the wind again and take off 3 successful more times.
And that was on your trek, correct?
On my trike, yep.
Awesome. You also do a show on Wednesday nights that's just an all-girl paramotor thing. What's that all about?
Yep. I interview with Cupcake Krista. Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane's beautiful wife. Wednesday nights we meet at 7 p.m. Central, and we interview, not really interview, we have fun and chit chat with any gals that go into the sky with anything. If it's hot air balloons, skydiving, airplanes, PPG motors, you name it, get a hold of us and we're willing to share your story.
That is awesome. Also, Paramotor Jade, Paramotor Girl, Flying Flamingo Jane has allowed us on iTunes. If you search for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, we add her shows as a bonus to the show on iTunes or your favorite podcasting apps. So you're more than welcome to check that out if you don't get the chance to go over to paramotorgirl.com. Let's see, who else do we have on the panel? Hey, since we're talking about other paramotor shows, let's talk about Shane. Shane is Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, and you can find him at ppgshane.com. But he does a show about paramotors and cooking and other fun things on Tuesday night. Welcome to the show, Shane. Tell us a little bit about the show that you do on Tuesday nights.
Well, we do a Tuesday night hangout, so we pretty much just discuss whatever. We can talk about camping, we can talk about cooking, we can talk about paramotors, whatever. We're all over the place. We're just hanging out. Kind of the idea of what we do at Fly-Ins. We literally talk about everything. So we just come and hang out and have a good time.
Awesome. And once again, he allows me to rebroadcast his episodes. So if you're on iTunes or any of your favorite podcasting apps, just search for PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, and his will show up as a bonus podcast also. We also got Will Fly in the background that's driving. I don't know if he can talk or not. Are you able to talk a little bit?
Yeah, man. Will Fly, I don't know if you can hear me, but driving home from meeting up with Brian Waller and Brooke Sheffield, and hey, I love flying paramotors and making videos about it. I'm Will Fly on YouTube or willflyppg.com. And if I lose you, I'll get back on just as soon as I can.
No problem. We can hear you awesomely. Thank you very much. Can't wait for you to get home so we can chat a little bit when you're on your own computer. Let's see. Who else do we have in the... How can we forget the Paramotor Mom, Paramom USA, Linda Anderson, with her... There you go. She is our cheerleader. Not only is she our cheerleader, but she is also a very famous mom of a famous paramotor / gliding person. Tell us a little about Miss Linda Anderson.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Good evening.
What happened?
Hello, my chatters. Just want to give a shout out to everybody. Thank you for hanging with us. I'm actually a paramount of Robert Michaels, who does paraglidingtalk.com on Thursday night. We always have awesome guests and lots of great info for everybody. So please, stop by on Thursday nights. We love to see you. I love to see you in the chat and hang with everybody. And yeah, it's good stuff. And I love to be here on Monday nights. This is the best.
Awesome. Well, we're very happy that you're here. And remember, Linda doesn't fly. And the reason why she's here is because if we start talking about things that, a newbie person or someone that doesn't, that's not in the sport, if she doesn't understand what's going on, she's going to raise her hand or she's going to interrupt us and say, hey, what does that mean? And that's to help us maintain a level of not only a good podcast for people that are just starting or getting into this, and also as well as advanced people. And we don't want to get too advanced that people that don't know about this, kind of get lost. So we're trying to make that happen too. So thank you very much, ParamontUSA.com. We appreciate you being here as always. JP Tulo's in the house. We call him TikTok Tulo because apparently when a kitty cat, slaps your junk and you get 2 million views, you become quite famous on TikTok. Welcome, JP. What's up, buddy?
Can I say it never gets old? Everybody likes a good nut slap, Tap, if you will. How's everybody tonight?
Doing fantastic over here. We definitely
Excellent.
being on here. Tell us a little bit about your TikTok Tulo and what you do on TikTok real quick.
Oh yeah, I like to make little clips. Just throw something together. I'm on the TikTok, the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, JP Tulo, www.jptulo.com. Yeah, thanks for the plug.
That's what this is all about, right? Everybody needs to know who we are. And of course, if you don't know who I am, you can go to iflyparamotors.com or ppggrandpa.com and you'll find me. But, who cares about me? This is about everybody else. Hey, look who else we have here. We got the famous one. John Wayne's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, bud.
How y'all doing today?
Doing good. What's that around your neck? Is that like an ice pack or a neck brace?
Just a neck brace.
Oh,
It's nothing new.
What happened, buddy?
Nothing. Injury from many years ago.
Oh, okay. You scared me a little bit. I thought this was a new paramotor injury that I didn't know about.
No. In fact, I've been flying with and without the brace, so
Okay.
mine didn't affect it any.
I'm glad you're able to fly. That's what this is all about. Welcome, everybody, and welcome in the chat. Welcome out there in YouTube land that's watching us live, and welcome to everyone that is listening to us. If we're showing something on here, if one of you guys could remind me to do a what do you call that when we're watching something? What is that called? When you describe what's going on for people that are just listening to the podcast. They have that on for all the new movies and everything. What is that called on the new movies, on the DVDs and stuff like that? Come on, somebody's got to know what I'm talking about.
Like a translator,
I think you're talking about Braille.
If you're
A verbal description.
like the new movies, you can go to the to a setting where someone narrates what's going on in between the action to say what's going on.
Never heard of that. We're in Wisconsin. We just
Yeah.
got Star Wars that showed up at our theaters, so we're a little bit behind.
All right.
I'm like, huh? What?
If you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about, what is that called?
Subtitles?
Well, no,
Narrating? Like a narrator?
yeah, they got the actual narrator, so it's the description something or other that you can click watching a new movie.
Oh.
It's not subtitles. Subtitles are just down below. I'm talking about, talking, not interpreter, Nick, but close. What is that setting called? Come on. Somebody knows what it is.
Slow
This
days
is good
subtitles.
content right now, let me tell you.
This is like Jeopardy now.
Not commentary people. It's a setting that you can click when you're watching a movie like on Netflix.
Subtitles?
No,
Trailer?
no. That you can click that actually narrates the movie like it's an audiobook. So you can keep your eyes closed, or you can drive and turn on a movie and listen to the whole.
Really?
I
I'm
am
way
just
behind
thinking
that.
that
Audiobook?
Sean is trying to tell everybody out there in TV land that any moron can fly a paramotor, because look what we has on the panel.
Oh, boy.
Commentary?
We're all like, what? What?
Like no,
Commentary sounds good.
description. That's it. Audio description. You can click audio description.
Audio description. Is
Now,
that what it is?
yeah. So when you're watching a new movie or a TV show, if you click audio description, then a narrator will narrate the stuff that's going on in the background, and you can listen to the whole thing like it's a book.
Oh, wow.
Audio description. It's,
Never heard of that.
Now, you know, it's getting pretty bad when we're too lazy to even watch.
I know.
well, I mean, it's great. So like, okay, so you have a movie that's on, right? And you're in the kitchen, doing something. If you want to hear what's going on, just change it from, audio, normal English to audio description. And a person in the background will narrate in between what's going on.
Oh, wow.
Can't you just turn the volume up if you're in the kitchen?
I know.
You that, somebody's sneaking up on somebody,
That really, that's it, Shane. Just turn it on.
right? I mean, it doesn't say that somebody's sneaking up on somebody, or there's somebody in the background, somebody in the shadows, So I mean, it's like an audiobook.
Oh, my goodness.
Cool. Anyway,
Well,
You just never know with you,
Cupcake
Sean. You
Chris-
just never know.
Cupcake Krista will never have to worry about that because she's never in the kitchen.
Oh, man.
it's really good if you want to watch a movie when driving without watching the movie. So you put it on your car speakers, you turn on audio description, and you can listen to it. Remember back in the day, maybe you don't, but John Wayne, $10 in the super chat. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Remember back in the day when you could get a 33, record, and it was maybe of Crease or a movie.
I'm old now. I'm old.
A movie that actually had the whole movie like an audiobook that we're listening to now. So they basically are doing that now with all the movies and TV shows. You can change it to audio description and listen to not commentary, a narration of what's going on in the background.
Amazing.
Yeah, you next time you pull up a movie on Netflix, do that.
What
Change-
if I don't watch Netflix, though?
I who are you? I don't even know who does not listen or
Okay.
watch Netflix. Anything, Hulu, Hulu,
Hulu.
whatever it is, and what's that other one? Amazon's Prime. They all do that. All the new ones, and they're coming out with
Oh.
even the old movies now too. Are starting to get audio description. Yeah,
Okay.
audio description. Check out audio description. Okay, we blew 15 minutes out of this fun podcast talking about audio description. How fun is that? But we appreciate everyone jumping on. We got 7 likes, 15 people watching. I guess we need to talk more about paramotors than audio description, I suppose. Keep things flowing. Tonight we're going to be talking about paramotor helmets. DIY, make your own. If you have your own, how you can make them a lot better to where they are noise canceling, and what we can do to make them even better, or find cheap ones and make them sound absolutely amazing. So welcome to this is really interesting. One of the things that I enjoy doing is flying paramotors. Oh, surprise, surprise. I mean, I even got a shirt. Warning, may talk about paramotors, right? I love flying paramotors. Every time I get the chance, in the morning, in the evening, even midday flying, I love flying. However, because I don't free fly a lot, I paramotor. And because I'm a little bit heavier than 200 pounds, I'm not flying an Atom 80, which is nice and quiet. I'm flying a Moster 185. I used to have the Classic. I think the Classics were a lot, they were less loud than the new Moster 185s, the my 18, 19, 20, 21s. Even repacking the silencer, they seem to be a lot louder. Don't know why. So I'd always wear earplugs with my ear muffs over my ears, and it was still loud. If I forgot to put the earplugs in, or one of them came out a little bit, that side after half an hour flying it'd go numb. It'd be like, I can't hear out of this ear anymore. I don't know why. It seems to be an issue with a lot of people, especially if you want to listen to music. So you have earplugs in, you got your Senna going with your muffs on top, and you have everything cranked up, and it's still loud, and you still can't hear anything. Your music is awful. You can't hear the music clearly, and if you do want to talk to other people, you just can't hear them. So I've been trying different things. I've tried everything from the orange earplugs, the Senna with the on inside the ear muffs, and cranking that up loud. I can hear it, but it's still loud on my ears. Then I tried my regular iPhone wired headphones, and those are okay, but it's still really loud underneath the ear muffs. However, with a foam thing around the microphone, when I am flying and I'm talking with someone, you can't even tell that I'm flying a paramotor, which is amazing. I know this because I was on PPGShane.com's podcast flying, and they could not tell I was flying. I mean, right, guys? I mean, you couldn't tell I was flying. I mean, it was that clear, yes?
It was actually better than, and I'm not trying to put you down or nothing, Sean, but it actually sounded better than you do tonight. Tonight, I don't know how to explain this. It was really crisp and really clear while you were flying, which sounded better. Not saying that you don't sound good tonight. I'm just saying it sounded better than you do tonight. I'm trying to make it sound bad.
Well, I agree, but if I have the microphone up close to my mouth, you hear me a little bit louder, and that's the way. That's the way I was flying. So I had the headphones in, right, and then I had the microphone right here wrapped with foam, and then it was just sitting right here because I hooked that like that. So I'm talking like I'm flying like this. Obviously, I'm not trying to go for a fashion statement when I'm flying, but you could hear me and I could hear you, and that was awesome. But I couldn't hear you very well because these are not noise canceling. So I went out and bought a pair of Bose noise canceling headsets that you plug into your ears. You have to charge it up, you turn it on, and it, boop, you can't hear nothing. It's really quiet. But it has a long, wire like this. If I can manage my wires a little bit better and put that microphone on a boom, man, it's quieter than I've ever heard before. And Will Fly, that's driving right now, is he still on? Let me check. Is he still on? No, he's not on. So he must be going into his house. Got a pair also and tried it. He said that's amazing. So can't wait.
Got a pair.
He's got a pair. I got a pair. Everyone's got a pair. No, Jade? I'm sorry, Jade. Jade doesn't have a pair.
You got a pair of something else.
Exactly. 2 thumbs up. So, trying different things, I've come to the conclusion that I can wear a DIY helmet, like a bicycle helmet, get the earmuffs, get the $250 Bose noise canceling headset, put them in, and for less than $300, I got something that you'd have to pay $1,200 for over at Aviator, or what is it, $900 on PPG Smoke, for less than $300. And I kind of made it myself with the Bose noise canceling headset. So that's what me and myself and I and Will Fly is going to talk about. However, the rest of you guys on here also fly with a helmet, and you have different ways of keeping your ears from blowing out. So let's go ahead and go around the panel real quick and see what you guys use. So Shane, you're at the top. Well, on this screen. Tell me, what do you? What kind of helmet?
I have a homemade. I think it's a skateboard helmet. And then I put noise canceling headphones in, or I'm sorry, earmuffs, but they weren't good enough. So actually, Smart Car Brian gave me a larger set, which has helped greatly. And then I have the Cena hooked to it. And actually, when it comes to making phone calls or receiving phone calls, I have a lot of people don't know that I'm flying unless I tell them through the Cena. But I mean, my helmet outside of the Cena cost me maybe $45. Add the Cena, which is what, 200, 300 bucks. I don't even remember. But I literally only use Cena truthfully just to listen to music.
Interesting. Aaron I in the chat said, I forgot my helmet once. Talk about loud. Seriously, Aaron, did you forget it on purpose, or you're just like, I got to go out and fly, and just I don't need a helmet? I mean, did you really forget a helmet? Anyways, so your entire build, Shane, was about how much?
Between the earmuffs and the helmet, I think I paid right at 40 or 50 bucks for the helmet. And forgetting your helmet does happen. I went to start my motor up, all ready to go, and someone pointed at my head, and I was like, oh, let me get my helmet real quick. I didn't start the motor yet. As soon as I would have started, I would have realized I don't have my helmet. But if I forgot my helmet, I couldn't fly. It would just be unbearable. It wouldn't be any fun.
I agree.
I can show you. Let me take my background off and grab the helmets right here.
Yeah, I think I got.
And I can. Hold on here. Where's my background? Virtual backgrounds. We're gonna go with none. Okay. So this is the brand. I got it on Amazon, and that's the back of it. Just 888. It literally is a skateboard helmet, and I put on. These are the extra large, wider earmuffs. The other ones are about half this.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I still get a little bit. I think Aviator sells a piece here that you can replace and get one that fits your ear better. This one still, I still get vibrations from time to time, but where's my Cena? Oh, there's my Cena on the back side. And that's pretty much about it. I didn't really have to do too much on cutting or trimming, God dang it, the edge here. It took a razor blade, and that was really about it. It took me all of about 15 minutes to put this helmet together, to be honest with you.
I want to know what filter, real quick, sorry, Shane, what filter are you using, Jade? I could use that.
That's the massage filter.
Do you have to download that extra? I'm sorry, Shane. Go ahead.
No worries. So yeah, I just cut out with a razor blade the edge or the outside piece here, and got the earmuffs to fit perfectly. And when you go to bolt these, there's a bolt that runs through and comes to the inside. You're gonna have to dig out this foam. I really wish I could get a better. You're gonna dig out the foam so that the bolt is not sitting next to your head. So it's inside, like countersunk into the foam. That way it doesn't bother you. But literally took me maybe 15 minutes to put this helmet together. It went together quick and easy.
Awesome. The filters are when you go to virtual background, there's blur filters, and you can change the backgrounds to whatever you want to.
Yeah, I just couldn't find the massage filter. That's all. That's all I meant by that.
Filter? Oh, something like this or something? I must have missed that one. So You said that you got everything basically on Amazon, Shane?
Yeah, actually, I got everything on Amazon, to be perfectly honest with you. DP asked how much the Cena cost. DP, give me a second. I'll go back and look on Amazon to find out what I paid for it, because I don't honestly remember.
While he's looking up that, let me go ahead and say hello to everyone that I see in the chat. We got John Wayne, which has also jumped on here. DP's in the house. Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane. Eric Lear. Nick Griffith. PPG, the other Nick. Deweese Milstead's in the house. Flying Flamingo Jade. Slow Days. Kelby Cox. Am I missing anybody? John Wade dropped in. Charlie Walsh.
Yay! What's up, Charlie?
Aaron I. Every time I see Aaron I think of Aaron I, like, you know, who is that guy?
Who is that guy?
Hey, Sean, the helmet that I bought is right now on Amazon for $35.
Wow.
The earmuffs that I bought, which I've since replaced, are now $32. I didn't pay that before. I think they were a little cheaper, but everything's kind of gone up in price. All right, so I'm still looking for the Cena. Give me 1 second. You know, I don't buy too much stuff on Amazon.
Yeah. Nick Griffith said that he bought a motorcycle helmet on Facebook with the Senna.
I think I found the filter.
Did you beat your nails, JP?
I found it. Right now,
If he's like,
Right now,
yeah, I gotta leave now. Thanks. It's been fun, guys. Bye.
In a room.
Danny.
okay, so the
girl.
so the Cena that I bought, it's a single pack, and it's $228.65 right now on Amazon, which I wasn't really happy about buying. The Bluetooth is crap on it. You literally have to be wing touching to get any kind of actual conversation going. Anything further than a wingtip touch, you hear every other word. It's horrible. But for music and making phone calls, it's awesome. I will tell you right now, I've had no issues at all with making phone calls or receiving phone calls.
$333 for the new Senna. Sheesh.
What version is that?
I hope it's the newest one, 10C.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's crazy.
It would have to.
Well, I know that there is some Senna knockoffs that are supposed to be really good.
I tried it. It was the one that I tried, and if I can find it, I will share it. But the one I tried was horrible. The volume was really low. Oh, actually, right here's my return. I bought the Linux 2-piece. It is a Linux 2-piece BM FM 10-rider motorcycle Bluetooth headset, and I literally sent it back, and it was $64.
$164. Yeah. See, the ones I was looking at are $30 and $40. So I wonder if those $30 and $40 ones are worth a crap. I
can tell you,
it'd be fun to try.
160.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You spell Linux.
So the Cena that I have right now is the Cena 20S/EVO-01. That is the one I got. I cannot complain about it, to be honest with you. It does everything I need it to do, except for Bluetooth.
This one, Shane?
So it does not Bluetooth. It does not Bluetooth to your phone.
No, it does Bluetooth. It's supposed to Bluetooth from one Cena to the other. Yes, that's exactly the one I got.
Okay.
See, I think that the problem is that it's designed for groups of motorcycles riding together, which aren't, by design, it's not, we're not as close together as they're going to be. They're like, a few feet apart, whereas we're potentially, hundreds of feet apart at the very best and miles apart, at the least.
Even if you're 50 feet away, these things will literally, you hear every third or fourth word. They're horrible.
Yeah, that's not how Bluetooth is designed, but I know they have that mesh network that is supposed to be really good. But yeah, in a nutshell, I've never had good luck really with anything on the Sena headset other than just making a phone call. The phone call seems to be the most reliable, best communication function I've had. And you can make a group call, like with in the Facebook Messenger app. That's typically what we'll do, is just get like 3 or 4 guys together, make a group call, and just leave it open while we're flying, which can get kind of loud and annoying, like, because you're constantly hearing every little thing that every other person is doing. But yeah,
See, I don't want to have constant communication with somebody.
Right.
If I'm flying, I'm trying to enjoy my flight, not literally have a conversation about.
That's the issue. So I know. I don't want to talk to this ugly guy.
Or something. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not. It's just. I don't know. And no one wants to hear me start singing as I'm flying. Trust me when I tell you, you don't. The Moster 185 without a headset on sounds better than me singing from a distance. But that doesn't stop me. If you watch my last video, all those lips moving, that was me singing, but you can't hear it. You're welcome.
Interesting. Well, I know that I very rarely talk with people when I'm flying, and if I do, it's a quick, a quick phone call. Hey, what's up? Oh, by the way, I'm flying. Oh, I'll call you back later. Sweet. Group ones, I have had a couple of group calls in the past, but it's doing a cross country when there's a lot of things that we want to see and do. And so we're all on, a 4-way or a 6-way. I think it was a 4-way called. Is it 4-way that you can do on a cell phone? Is that the max or
Dude, Sean, this is a family show. 4-way. Come on now.
Always JP.
Got it.
About 3 ways and 4 ways over here.
Always JP.
Shame on you.
Come on, guys. This is supposed to be PPG rated, right? Come on.
PPG rated. Yeah, I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know what you're talking about.
So
I know in
Eric
Facebook,
and I. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, in the Messenger app, I don't think there is a limit if you do internet calling, like through Facebook or something like this. I didn't notice a limit on people. But go ahead, Jade.
I was just going to say, we started out with the Tough Talk, and they actually worked fairly well with the Bluetooth communication at a distance, but we just had a hard time actually hearing. And then we went to the micro avionics, same thing. And then Eric bought the little attached, what do you call that? The extra gel, soft padding. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's any better. So I'm looking for something that maybe a tighter seal around the ears, the head. So
your blurred background, like we couldn't see your helmet when you were lifting.
Oh, well, hang on. I can't figure out how to get back now.
So do you battle helmet hair with all that going on up there?
Yes. I don't care though.
Yeah, I think Shane has the same issues probably.
Right. So this is, we got the micro avionics, and then we got the extra, the softer seal on here, but it
Ear
still doesn't
cuffs.
seem like it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it gives a tight seal, and I'm usually pushing down on my helmet as tight as I can against my ears.
It looks like it's really thick. I mean, the gel looks like it's really thick. How much was that, and where? I mean, how could you get that?
I'd have to check with the boss man. He does all the ordering for that stuff. So this is
I
in
think
my pretty helmet.
that thing don't die. I love it.
Did that at Moonshiners.
With the sticker.
Some of us haven't come off yet.
Nope. You guys thought they were going to blow off into my prop.
I never thought that.
um,
I see
How do
that.
you like that visor, Jade?
Eric just said the gel seals were about $70 per set. The visor, I like the tinted one. I don't use it all the time because usually I'm flying with sunglasses on, and once in a great while I'll put the visor down.
Interesting. Yeah, I've got one on my Akara helmet. I like it a lot. Fun fact, did you know on the Involo helmet, most of them come with little attachments where you can attach the visor after the fact, but Involo as a company will not sell you just the visor. You have to ship your helmet back to Europe to have them install the visor on the helmet, and then they ship you the helmet back to the States as a safety precaution. Can anyone wrap their head around why that's a thing? Because I sure as heck can't.
You say that again. I didn't quite understand what you're saying.
You can, you know, the Involo, the carbon fiber helmets, they come with attachment points for a visor.
Okay.
But most of them don't come with visors. If you want to get a visor for it and add it to it, you can't just order a visor. You have to send your helmet to Europe, to Italy, to get them to install the visor for you. They won't just sell you the visor.
So weird.
Right here it says the innovative polycarbonate visors are mounted directly to the Involo helmet at the time of purchase, or if the customer requires it, is also possible to add the visor later. The assembly is very simple, but for safety reasons, we prefer to collect the helmet and mount it directly at our company in order to make everything to perfection. It's 2 screws that hold it on, and they won't send you the visor. I just think that's, I don't know. I'm sure they have a good reason, or not.
Hey, Mark McElroy, PPG.com. He says everyone's complaining about the cost of their aviator helmets that are cost that, Jesus, I can't read tonight. Everyone complaining about the cost of the aviator helmet that Brian and I use, but they are very good. McElroy has money. He has so much money, he hadn't even spent it yet. He paid, I want to say over, actually I shouldn't say. If he wants to put it in the chat how much he's paid for that helmet, but let's just say you could buy a new Moster 185 motor and have change left over. Jesus, dude.
Really?
That's a lot of money for a helmet. But it comes fully loaded. I think it even has, you can hit a button. I think it reclines your head back on its own. And yeah, it's just,
Does it have an internal scratcher? You know, press a button and it scratches your.
He says 30.
Put a
1350.
what's that?
It says 1350.
Well, okay. So a little less than a grand less than a new Paramotor motor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's other. I mean, you can get yourself a used motor for that. So I mean, it's always
Hey,
nice.
Mark, while we're talking about it, how is the sound dampening in that Involo helmet for you, Mark McElroy?
Yeah.
If you can answer in the chat, please.
I
Because-
think that when we talked about it, when I talked to Mark about it, he said the only problem was the voices that he keep hearing in his head. He can't get rid of those. They don't dampen any of those.
I don't think that's related to the helmet. Could be wrong though.
I just
No,
put the ID and code into.
I've got one of the first versions of the Aviator and Volo helmet, and I've always had an issue with the sound dampening in it, I think, and I don't know if that's just, something they worked out eventually, or, but it's a great helmet. Don't get me wrong. It as far as vlogging and everything, I've never tried to hook up comms with anyone because I don't fly with anybody else that has one. So that's the biggest snafu is having the same electronics that the people you fly with. It always seems like everybody has something different. This guy's got a 2 meter, this guy's got aviation band, this guy's got Cena, this guy's got Aviator, and it's just finding and pairing together the different ones that I've always had the issue with.
Well, I can tell you, I bought a 2 meter radio, and I've literally turned it on, got it synced to those who I'm flying with, and have never turned it on. It literally, I've pushed a button on it twice. That's been it.
Yep. And it just seems like the less complicated we make it, the better things are in the air. You start worrying about too much going on, just go up there and fly. But I think if it were easier, it really would be helpful. If you didn't have to do so much to get it right. And I'm really hoping that this thing that PPG Smoke, this project that they're working on, I hope they do it and do it well, and then that in return brings even more good products to market and lowers the prices of them all, and just kind of has a rainbow effect. I think that everybody wins if that's the case. So I know a lot of people aren't happy about that though, and reading Facebook and stuff, they keep pushing back the release, and in the advertisements for those ear cups, I just constantly see people that are upset about investing in it, so long ago, and it's still not, ready yet. Still not a complete product.
Well, if
I've got a kind of a goofy question, and I know most of you don't live in the northern hemisphere where we do, near the North Pole. Eric and I were talking, like, for winter flying for us, using our full-faced motorcycle helmets. And this weekend we went out on our motorcycles, and we have UClear radio hookup, and I could actually hear him on the new little motorcycles that we just got, where we couldn't hear him on our Harleys. I couldn't hear him talking because of our exhaust being too loud. But I was just wondering if that would actually be beneficial for flying with the paramotor.
Absolutely. I think a lot of that stuff in the, in the motorcycle hobby, I think so much of that can carry over into us. So that's awesome. I'd like to hear more about that, what you guys are using. What's the name of it, Jade?
UClear.
UClear? How do you spell that?
Just the letter U and then clear. And it's an app that goes on our phone. And it's got like a little slide attachment to the helmet, and then it looks like a miniature mouse of a computer slides on, and it's got yep, that's it. So
Hey, real.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was
go ahead.
just gonna point out, Para Ninja posted a comment in the chat we've wasted so much time trying to get the radios to all work and not getting comms. We just end up making old school phone calls to other pilots if it's really important, like an engine out. I 100% agree with you. Like I said, my Cena for Bluetooth does not work worth the crap. But phone calls, I've had many phone calls. I've actually talked to my wife for 20 minutes on her ride home from work or whatever while I was gone out of town flying, and she had no idea I was flying. And the communicate or the comms for the Cena with the cell phone calls are phenomenal. Outside of that, I like the music, but I didn't need to spend $240 to listen to music. That's for sure. I could have just put earbuds in and called it a day.
Yep. Well, there's many different ways of doing this, which is why we're talking about this. And I'm glad that we are talking about this. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I have my helmet. I use the Bose noise canceling earbuds and put some foam over the microphone, and it is the best as far as keeping the noise. Oh yeah, Will Fly actually did the same thing. So I know that it's amazing. Will Fly, you want to talk about your experience with this new Bose noise canceling headset and how well it worked for you? You are on mute.
Still plugged in, babe.
You'll have to unmute yourself if you want to change.
I'm always on mute.
I know.
I got the idea, of course, from Sean, and I finally decided to bite the bullet and just try it, and see the difference it made. And this, let's see if I can get the light right. I'm going to have to turn off my background. Let me just turn off my background.
Turn off your background. Let us see your Christmas tree.
Yeah, let me do that.
Well, at least it is getting closer to Christmas, and nobody can yell at you about having a Christmas tree up. It is, relatively okay now.
Is it upside down? Yeah. So that's what I got right there. And I put these things on, went for a flight, and I flipped the switch, and it was freaking unbelievable, the difference. I say, and you can back me up or come up with a different number, Sean, but I say 80% of the engine noise is gone, just like that.
Yes.
And usually when I'm listening to music, I have to turn the volume all the way up. To max. And it still, to me, doesn't sound very loud. With this, I had to turn the volume way down because the music was too loud.
I told you that too, didn't I? I told you that you're going to have to, that you'll listen to your music on very super low because you don't need a lot of volume because it's noise.
Yeah, you did. And I was skeptical of that because I like my music really loud when I'm listening to it. So that says something right there. So me, like everyone else with the 2 meter, I haven't come up with a good solution to that, but really, I just don't use it anymore. I'm flying with other guys, freaking leg signals or hand signals or whatever works just as well. And I get to focus on the reason I'm up there. Like, Shane said, it's to have a good time and not stress out over, what the guy say? I didn't hear it. What did you say? And so I am sold on this. I wish, though, I could find a wireless version of this, but I spent a good while talking to the guy at Best Buy, and he was talking, difference between ANR, which is active noise cancellation, or ANC, and passive. And this is ANR, and it does a phenomenal job. So for music, and most likely for phone calls, I haven't even tried that yet, because rarely do I make a phone call or answer a phone call while I'm flying, but I have a feeling it's going to be just as phenomenal.
And the only reason why I have earmuffs to go over it, because you can hear the wind blowing over the noise canceling headset.
Oh yeah, and I wear this over. Yeah, I wear this inside my micro avionics. So yeah.
put the earbuds in, and then put something like this over your head, and you don't even need the earmuffs. And this keeps you nice and warm too.
Yeah. What in the world is that?
Spider-Man.
That is to keep your face and neck and everything warm during the wintertime, and these things work great when you're paramotoring.
Huh. How about the
Or you can
breathing part?
What's that?
How about the breathing part?
Is that little airflow? So you breathe fine in and out, but it keeps your face warm.
You can just come to Florida. It'll keep your face warm too. Just so you know.
Can you go back to that or put a link or something? I didn't catch it because the one problem that I have is the air rushing up my nose. It drives me
I don't
nuts.
know about that. What's it made out of?
With the it just drives my sinuses nuts.
It's on Walmart. It's only like $10.
Winter warm hat.
Put that in chat real quick.
It looks like it'd be really stretchy. So like really stretchy. That would do a number on my hair. I don't think so. It'll probably have my hair out when you take that off. Because when you pull it up, you got to pull it off your face and everything. Like, like you're doing those. What's that movie, The Mask?
Well, with your long hair too, you'd probably have to pull it back into a low ponytail, and keep that from going back into the prop once you start flying.
Oh, true. Yeah. Because, a lot of the girls.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Hey, Paraninja asked a question about there seems to be a wireless Bose one on Amazon for $279. Would that be the same without the wires?
Yeah, the problem with that is if I ever did need to use or make a call or take a call, the actual part that you would be talking to would be inside your ear cuff. Whereas this one, it's more of a dangle. It's where you could kind of attach it even to right. Well, that's it. That you could attach it to your boom mic if you wanted to.
You just put some of that foam stuff over, like you have over on a microphone.
Yeah. It's funny you say. I'm sorry, Sean.
No, that's all. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it's funny you say that because I had those in my hand and I was in checkout to get those, and then it dawned on me about the being able to hear or talk to somebody. So
I got the what is it? The Sony noise canceling ones. I put them in, and they're amazing. They're great, but they're kind of bigger, and when you put the cuffs over it, it does knock out the noise canceling, but it pushes those into your ears. And if somebody does call, you can't talk because the microphone's inside the cuff.
Yeah. As far as technology is concerned with the noise canceling, the guy said that as far as that goes, the two best ones, it's going to be Bose and Sony. They've got the best software. So apparently there's a lot that goes into that noise cancellation stuff.
Yeah, and they're not cheap either.
Yeah.
I was able to get a refurbished Sony, the wireless ones, and I think it was less than $100, and they normally run $250-ish also.
So how was did you actually try them while you were flying?
Oh yeah, I've been trying all sorts of
compared to the Bose as far as the noise canceling.
Well, noise canceling, no problem, but they're bigger. They come out a little bit more than the Bose do. So with the cuffs on and that, the inside of it was pushing on it into my ear, which was uncomfortable. It started to hurt. So I really didn't like it, and I was not able to talk because the microphone was in my ear. The Bose, I enjoy those. They're in tighter. They don't wiggle out. I've flown for 2.5 hours with those things in, no problems. The cord is a little bit longer than I like, but with like you said, with some sort of ingenious little ways of wrapping them up and keeping them out of your way, they work the best so far. It even comes with a little case. Did you get your little case too?
Yeah, I did. I don't know that I'm going to use it, but
Don't use it. It's just really cool to have a little case that says Bose, but I don't need it. I tried all sorts of different ones. I even tried another wireless one where it did come down like this, so it did kind of connect to both of them. Wait a minute, did that have a microphone on it or not? No, but I've tried them all, and this Bose definitely works the best. And it's $249, and you can see up here you can click 5-month payment for $50 a month. You know, which is really nice. You don't need to have a credit card, you know, on Amazon to be able to get things like this. So, $50 a month for 5 months, and you have a noise canceling headset. Oh, and also too, if you don't have a helmet with earmuffs, you can get one for $32. Let me show you that one real quick. All you have to do is on Amazon go to chainsaw helmet with earmuff, and there you go for $32. You just take off the visor thing if you want to. Even has a little chin strap.
and you'd impress your friends with that one.
Absolutely, $32, and then $150 or $50 a month, and you got yourself a communication helmet, you know, for less than $300. Not bad for a beginner that doesn't have a bunch of money. Once you spend a bunch of money on a paramotor and a wing, you know, everything else it's expensive. So go get yourself a reserve and get yourself a small, cheap communication helmet. Then when you get the money, get yourself a real helmet.
I posted that URL for that winter face mask. I'm going to get one of those.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, now you guys, it won't be long. You have to start thinking about the warm gloves and yeah, keeping yourself warm.
When Will comes up and flies with us.
Yeah. I have a feeling that I'd need that in the middle of the summer up there. Probably have some cool nights in the summer, don't you?
No, awesome up here.
Tell you something, Will. I remember being in northern Wisconsin in 1968. We had an entire summer that the temperature never reached 60 degrees.
Wow. Dang. Didn't we buy like Wisconsin for $16 million or something from the Russians?
That was Alaska.
Oh, was it?
John Wayne,
That was Alaska.
don't tell Will fly stuff like that. He'll never come visit us.
He'll go home as soon as he sees the truck out on the ice.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Eric, I think, was saying they like, and you were talking about your time in Alaska or whatever, how the trucks in the winter don't even turn their engines off like for the whole season. They just keep them running.
We didn't get a group shot tonight, JP.
Oh, and JP,
Leaving us without a group shot.
go ahead and get JP to give us a group shot and say goodbye to JP. He's got to go and do
Hello.
stuff, I guess.
He thought he was just gonna smooth right out of here, but I was like, oh no.
No.
Okay, ready? Group shot, group shot. Everybody looking dapper. Let me fix my hair, everybody.
Hold on, let me fix mine.
Fix your hair, buddy.
Oh, hold on a
Oh,
sec.
do you guys see my shirt?
Hold on just a sec.
Born to fly.
Yes, I saw the placement. Yes.
Very nice.
There we go.
Good Lord. Hey, a lot more than I need to know, okay?
I guess he's taking my man boobs because I lost mine. Where'd my man boobs go? They're gone.
Moobs. All right, ready. Man,
Okay, are you ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh wait, hang on. Perfect. Excellent.
Oh, thank God. Things I have to do, you know, JP?
Thank you for the reminder, Linda. I don't know what we'd do without
I
you.
love you. You know I love you.
All right.
Good
My
seeing you.
PR here, I gotta do what I gotta do, right, Sean? There.
So,
Always a pleasure, my people.
yeah, thank you, JP, for hanging out with us, and we appreciate you as always.
Love you,
All right, guys,
man.
I'll catch you next week.
Peace
All
Catch you
out.
tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, tomorrow, right?
Bye, guys.
And hello, Thursday. Hello.
It's Monday.
Absolutely, and Thursday. So
Yeah.
I will see you all shortly.
See you.
Hey, John Wayne's been burning up YouTube lately.
Yeah.
Been posting a lot of videos.
Yeah.
The truth be told, that's not John Wayne doing that. But
Someone's
John
using
Wayne's
your
reason.
name.
I got grandkids running around here. They do all sorts of stuff.
Oh, the grand. Hey, you know that if you want to get up to John Wayne's YouTube, you just go to 123ppg.com.
Yeah, there ain't nothing on that.
So where are you posting? On Facebook?
It's all on YouTube.
Oh, well, that's goes to YouTube. 123ppg.com. It goes to YouTube. You got 45 subscribers, dude.
Cool.
That's it.
A ton.
Yeah, I've been making lots of stuff. The kids been fooling with it. I don't know what they put out there. Come up with all sorts of things for me to do.
There you go. That's what it's about.
You even got some that are closed captioned.
Yeah. There you go.
Who closed captions them for you?
There's 3 girls around here that do all sorts of things. I could be in a porn movie and wouldn't know it around here.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I know. Exactly. I almost fell off my chair. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so
You wouldn't know if you were in a porn or not. You think that'd be hard to forget?
Well, if you knew a lot about the first 40 years of my life, you'd know it's not hard to forget.
I caught it there, Shane.
You see what I did there?
I did.
uh,
Hey, Deweese Milstead.
I didn't know if you,
Go ahead, Shane.
I didn't know if you saw that coming or not.
oh, come on now. We want to be PPG rated.
Man.
Walter asked for the Zoom stuff. I put in the chat. Anybody that wants to jump on and talk with us, it is after 8 o'clock. This is the after show. If you want to talk about your experience with your helmet, paramotoring, paramotor experience, anything paramotor, jump on and let's chat, guys. Do you need it again? I can post that information in the chat one more time if you wanna. Yana.
I was going to tell you all something. I don't know anything about all this communication stuff on helmets. Every time I try to do something, it's a mess. But I did find out something that did work for me. I do metal detecting. I've got a lot of metal detectors. And one brand of metal detector has a device for wireless comms between headsets and machines. And I don't know how it works exactly, but it has its own frequency. Okay. And you can actually adjust the frequencies on it. And I've got that hooked up to my helmet, and that allows me to use my Bluetooth from my phone with the Cena. And it also allows me to use my radio that I keep in the pocket, separate wireless. I just use it. I just plug into it directly. And so anyway, I don't know if there's anything on the market like that or not, where you have, like Bluetooth, only, different frequencies that you can use without having everything all jumbled up. So there must be something out there. They're doing it with the metal detectors.
That's interesting. The metal detectors I have just have the regular jack. Hey, next time that you're going to go fly and we meet up someplace to go fly, let's bring our metal detectors and metal detect 2 in the same LZ. It's been a while since I've done the metal detecting. And also Nick Griffith dropped $5 in the super chat with a nice little sticker. So we appreciate you, buddy. I also put in the meeting ID and passcode for Zoom. We do have that in the super chat. And Walter says code. I just posted above. Go up 2. Go see Will Fly, and then right above that is the meeting ID and passcode. I do have the waiting room. So if you log in, you got to wait a little bit. And if I don't know you, you're not coming in. But anyways, yeah, John. Oh, he just totally left, didn't he? All right.
I don't think he must have just, I don't know. He's gone.
He goes, I don't want to talk about paramotors or.
Well, maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
All right, guys.
Oh, there he is.
I got this 3/4 wolf dog just came through the back door that was locked. It chewed its way through the back door.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that's not what I said, but
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not 3/4 inch or 3/4 inch, 3/4 locksmith dog?
it might be beaver or something. I don't know. I know it looks at me like not like I'm the master, but more like I'm the emergency meal.
oh,
Where are you? All I see kind of like studs in the background, and
yeah.
I'm inside a house that I'm redoing. There is nothing left on these walls but studs. I have it completely stripped.
Wow.
And a Wi-Fi router.
What's that?
And a Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's all sorts of crap around here.
Everything else.
I thought he was in one of those sheds that he decided to make a man cave out of. It's like
I've got 2 big shops back here. Both of them are filled from the ceiling out the door, full of junk. I hauled 162 16-foot trailer loads of stuff out of this house to the dump.
Holy moly. No wonder you're wearing that thing on your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
Walter says there's a female there that calls you eye candy.
She must be way out in the outback.
It's the neck brace. It's the neck brace that gets
Yeah,
women
that's-
every time.
The chick, is that like the chick magnet, the neck brace? Oh, what's going on? What happened? I fell off my horse yesterday. Oh, see?
looks like Mark Droids asked a question. How is the microphone on those Bluetooth headphones? Can you answer a phone call and talk without any issues? As long as you have some sort of foam thing that you wrap around it, some sort of windscreen, yes, and they work amazing. Just a regular iPhone headset, you can do the same thing. Put a windscreen around your microphone, plug in, just wrap that with a windscreen or a dead cat, and yeah, amazing. Yeah, just with one of these things.
Did you have a dead cat on the iPhone when you were talking to us on Shane's show? Did you have a dead cat over the mic?
No, I just wrapped it with some foam. I had some foam that was similar to this, so I wrapped it around it with and zip tied it on there, and I kind of did that. And I didn't have the boom on because I got new muffs. So what I did is I kind of just in my ears right. I wrapped it with that some sort of foam, and then I just kind of went like this, put it over, and I was flying like this.
Okay, but then that means you can't access the controls, like to fast forward your song or pause the song or.
Yeah, I know where it is. Press there. Just the top part and lower part. It's just wrapped.
But plus, you look totally cool doing that too.
This is the new way of flying a paramotor, is like this.
John Symons, trendsetter.
Yeah, here we go. Just waiting
Love it.
or something. But yeah, if I'm going to set a trend, it's not going to be like that. I was thinking about doing was putting this on and trying this, because this right here has a lightning connector, and this is how I make. Yeah, dog. That's how I make my intros for my PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast on iTunes and your favorite podcasting app on paratalk.org if you want to go there and listen to this. So yeah, it's a lightning, It's a microphone. I was thinking about going up, plug it into my phone, and then flying. Hey, everybody, this is Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa. Hey, everybody, Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa, as I'm flying, right? But I don't know. I haven't done that yet. I will do that soon, just try it out, just see if it works. I try something different. Can't just follow everybody that gets a Senna and put it on their helmet. Got to do something different.
Paramotor Mahoney came back, so I guess he's not mad at me for calling him. What was it? PMA Honey. He changed his name.
Hey, honey.
Yeah, right on, man. How you doing?
That's good. It's nice when people are not mad at you. Well, no one else is jumping on, so I guess no one wants to. The info's on the super chat if you want to jump in. No one's jumped in. And
Walter's got too many ladies running around his house for him to jump on.
He asked for the code, but you put it in there.
I put it in there a couple of times. I don't know what else to do. Don't know what else to do, Mr. Walter. Oh, I know. I didn't put it upside down so he could read.
Oh,
That's my fault, Walter from Down Under.
that's what it.
My fault. Plus, in the future, it's tomorrow already. It's Tuesday. I had to put it upside down tomorrow in the chat.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is wait, today is already tomorrow. Yes. In Aussie land.
Today is their
I
tomorrow.
know. See, you're like, I know. It's like everybody's like, think about it.
We're transmitting this into
Into the future.
we're transmitting this into the future. So we are here, but we're transmitting it tomorrow upside down
Yeah.
for Australia. You're welcome.
We can all just meditate for a minute. Yes. Today into tomorrow. We go. There you go.
Well, anybody else have anything they want to talk about paramotor wise? Or are you guys done and ready to go home and relax and hang out with the fam? What do y'all want to do?
Yeah, I got football to watch, you know.
Absolutely.
Well,
All right. We can call it a night
okay.
if y'all.
I love you guys.
Sounds good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We hung out for an hour and 15 minutes. We lost our super TikTok Tulo. So without him, this is just went to crap anyways.
Oh, this was fun tonight. This was fun. This was so
Yeah,
good.
man, I love hanging out with you guys, and just
Oh,
talking
well,
to
I love
everybody.
hanging out with you. I do. Just saying.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Shane, you got a show that's coming up tomorrow. Can you tell us a little bit about that, buddy?
Yeah, tomorrow night I actually have. I'm trying to. I don't know how to explain this. So, my son made a huge impact on a lot of people, and happened to be a teacher from the middle school that he went to, and my daughter went to. Actually started a college
Scholarship.
pretty much a student, scholarship. Thank you. Good Lord. Started a scholarship in my son's name, and hopefully he's going to be on the show tomorrow night to talk about what it takes for a student to become a recipient of this. There's only one a year, and he's working on becoming to get a 501c. And as soon as he does that, I'll give out all the information. If anybody wants to donate to that, that would be great. And I have a huge announcement for tomorrow night as well. So stay tuned for tomorrow night, Tuesday night hangouts, ppgshane.com. And we'll see you guys there at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night.
Sounds good.
Be there or be square.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And then on Wednesday, there's an all-girl podcast that's going on that's live from ParamotorGirl.com. It's Flying Flamingo Jay. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
So this week we have Lily Horst. She's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. She is a pilot, airplane pilot, working to become a commercial airline pilot. She's 18 years old, going to school. She's going to tell you more about her life. And also I found out she's a skydiving student. So another interesting high adrenaline junkie girl coming on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. Join myself and Cupcake Krista.
At ParamotorGirl.com. And something always goes on Thursday nights. Thursday. It's something going on.
The Simpsons.
No.
You're
Plenty
my-
of shenanigans, guaranteed. Plenty of shenanigans. You never know who's going to show up on the show. Paraglidingtalk.com with your host, Robert Michaels. And yeah, please, everybody, jump on, get in the chat. We'll all hang out. I love it. I love seeing all my chatters, everything. And it's a good time. It's a good time. You just never know what's going to come up on the show, who's going to be the guest. We'll just see.
Absolutely. And nobody is on Friday. Nobody's on Saturday, but we got our Paramotor Nation that's on Sunday. And it seems to be the highest hit one so far during the week. So if you want to have your own podcast, you got Friday and Saturday nights. They're wide open. Might as well take it while you got the chance.
You never know. Will
Yeah.
fly. Will.
Now, Will Fly, he does amazing videos, and every time that he does a video, he gets 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 views. And he spent some time on it. I guess tell us a little bit about your channel and how do we get there and how do we see this cool stuff?
Yeah, well, it's just a passion. I like flying paramotors, and I like videoing other people that are flying paramotors. So you can check my videos out, Will Fly on YouTube or willflyppg.com.
Now, since we're in the after show basically, and no one's here, everybody left, and nobody listens this far anyways. Let's hear some of the secrets that you use as far as like making your videos. Now, when you make your videos, what camera do you use? What software do you use? And how do you make them so amazing?
The camera that I use the most is my iPhone because it's always available, usually has a charge right by my side. And it's the iPhone 12, I believe. And then for my flying videos, I'm using the GoPro 8, the Hero 8. The software I use is Apple Motion and Final Cut Pro. And as far as the secrets, I mean, it's a lot of patience involved in learning both of those programs. And actually, I knew nothing about either one of those until I started making paramotor videos. So if there's something I want to know how to do, I'll usually YouTube the heck out of it. And there's someone that's already had that very same question.
So real quick, I suppose, if you want to, is there any way you can open up your last video on Final Cut and open up your Motion and maybe just go through a little step by step by how you do this, or do you not have anything already queued up?
I don't have anything on this computer. I don't know if I could share. Hold on a sec.
Because that would be really cool.
Log on to the other computer here from here. Let me go turn it on.
While he's doing that, anybody in the chat have, what do you guys use in the chat as far as like, what do you use for cameras? What do you use for your software? How do you make your videos pop? I mean, Shane, what do you use since you're here?
Well, you said, how do I make them pop? None of my videos pop. I did just get the new iPhone 13 Pro.
Okay.
I'm actually dying to get that up in the air and do the footage. The cameras are amazing. I have been playing with them a lot. Part of my big news I have for tomorrow night will have a lot to do with my phone and what I plan to do with it. But most of the time I shoot with my chest mount with my phone, and I've been using the Hero. I believe it's the GoPro Hero 8. I think it is. I think it is the 8. And that's what that shot, my background shot, is used when I had it camera mounted in the leading edge of my wing.
Yeah. So what do you use to mount your camera up there in the wing? That's really cool, bud. I know what it is, but for people that don't know.
Well, you can go on Amazon, and I think Eric Lear has the website because he's actually the one that bought mine and gave it to me. But it's on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. It's GoPro magnet mount or something like that, and it literally just goes in between it goes into your cell. The magnet does, and the bottom clicks on, and then you mount your GoPro to it, and you're good to go. Actually, I think Mark McElroy's last video actually shows him connecting the camera to his wing, the magnet mount, in part of his video. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, it's super simple to easy to use, and it's quick and easy, and you don't have to worry. My first couple of times using the magnet mount, I was scared to death it was gonna come loose, and there's no way. Like, there's no way. You have to literally pry this thing apart to get it to open back up. So it would take a dramatic, I don't even know if, I think I would be willing to say it would handle an SIV course with all the stuff that you do during an SIV course. I truly believe that thing would sit there the entire time.
I agree. I got one I use, and I got it in June of this year, and I haven't posted any videos. I also got a chase cam. I also use drones and stuff too. You know what I really need to do? I need to start making some videos. I mean, I look back on my channel here, and all I see is live stream paramotor, ClearPropTV, ClearPropTV, ClearPropTV. I need to upload some videos, I guess. Is Will back yet, or is he still? I guess he's trying to log in with his other computer. I didn't mean for you to, go open up.
Try it again. Start video. There we go.
But I suppose if you wanna.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, well, I'm having trouble with I plugged my Samsung drive in, and it's kind of screwed things up. So I'll let you see whatever next time or whatever, because it's going to take me a while. I'd have to actually log in the other computer.
No problem, bud. No problem. I guess I can open up my Final Cut, see what I have in my last video. And I also got Motion 2. Motion also. I don't think there's a 2. Is it a 2? I don't know. Let's see, where's
Just
my
Motion.
I got the Motion, got the Final Cut. But my Mac is kind of an older Mac. I really want it to, I need to upgrade so I have more time and more ways of doing stuff. What is this? What am I doing? Oh, wow. I guess I can share this if you want to see. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you can hear away if you don't want to see. But this is Final Cut. And this is when I was riding around on my 9-bot, and I put together a long-ass video. It was fun, but and then Motion is another one that you can use. Hold on, I'm closing that library, opening up Motion. And this is really good. Motion is amazing. It was only $50 too. And the cool thing, when you have, go ahead and turn this on so you can see real quick. When you have a Mac, it's cool because once you buy this and once you buy Final Cut, you don't have to buy it again. You don't have to rent it. It's not a yearly thing. It's not a monthly thing. You don't have to renew it. It's yours forever. And, you know, it's nice to buy something and not have to rent it forever like you have to do on most other ones. Did you buy yours outright, Mr. Shane?
No, mine is quite expensive. Or the program I use Wondershare, Filmora, Wondershare, and it's a annual cost, which I think I paid too much for. It's actually too advanced for my ignorance, if you will. I'm looking for another program to use because this one really has too many ins and outs. I have not even begun to look at all the options and try new things out. I start editing a video and it just becomes way too much for me, and I actually shortchange myself on the videos because it just becomes too technical, and I just stay with what I've already figured out and just leave it at that. So yeah, Wondershare is just, it's really a high advanced program, and I don't really care for it. I need something that's cut, click, and point. That's all I need.
Can you still go to Pinnacle Studio and buy one of those? Because that's what I had before. When I first started doing this, I used Pinnacle Studio. And Pinnacle Studio is a one-time fee. The standard is $54, and the plus is $89. The ultimate is $109, and it's forever. If you want to upgrade, you can, but you don't have to upgrade. That's pretty cool. So Pinnacle Studio, that's what I started off with a long time ago. And we're going to go through the chat here in just a moment because there's a lot of people that have talked about what they use. So if you want a good program, Pinnacle Studio, very inexpensive. It's a one-time cost. It's for PC. I think that I think it's also for Mac. At least back in the old days it was. I don't know if they still do that. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and look on the chat real quick because there's a bunch of people that have said what they are using. And let's see. Chef Mora, I use a GoPro 7 Silver and import into iMovie on my phone for edits. That's awesome because I also, like Will Fly, video pretty much everything I have on my iPhone, unless I, want to do something up there to the chase cam, which is, I don't know, it's just so much to do. And I use iMovie to put together everything, and then I render that, import that into, what is it? The one I just had, the Final Cut, to do amazing things with if I want to, or I just upload straight from my phone. Looks like Will got some stuff going on. Will, what you got going on?
Well, I've opened up, this is the last one that I did, Dave Purden's fly-in. So, I don't know exactly what you want me to show you. And I'm having to do it by sharing the screen with another computer. So I don't, I don't know how that's going to work. I've never tried it.
Oh, I can see it fine. It's awesome. What are some of the things that you can do on Final Cut for PC people that never seen Final Cut Pro?
Well, it's pretty much the same, I guess, as what Adobe Premiere, is that what the other one is? You can do everything in Final Cut that I guess I would call it iMovie on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
You can have, let me see if I can open up some of these clips here. While I'm thinking about it, the hardest thing for me to do while putting a video together is keeping stuff organized. There's just, see if I can find a more complicated one. Like say one where I was dreaming. Is that it? No. Oh, I did. This is the intro, the logo that was done in Motion and then imported into Final Cut. The one that I was dreaming. This is Dave Burden. Must be getting there.
Keep going.
This one, yeah. So keeping things organized for me is the hardest part. I mean, you can, I think iMovie has, I think you can only have like 2 or 3 different timelines go on there. I'm not sure about that. But, you know, I guess you're just going to have to ask me questions because I wouldn't know if you asked me how to how to speak a foreign language or teach you how to speak a foreign language. You just
Can you show us how you can do something cool in Motion and then import it to Final Cut?
yeah, Motion is something that's very, very new to me. So I could certainly try, but I am a novice at Motion. It took me a long time to do that Purdon's thing. And that's kind of where I cut my teeth on the program by playing around with things and running into problems, YouTubing it. Just took a lot of patience. So
What kind of Mac are you using right now? What's the Mac specs?
this is an iMac, and that's what I used. I have 2 of the same. I think it's a 2012 iMac. The most important thing though is having plenty of memory, and I think I've got it maxed out. I want to say it's 32 gigs of memory. I don't know here if I can open recents and see. Let's see if this opens. Yeah, so there's it's pretty much, I mean, if you already know how to use iMovie and you know how to use for Final Cut, it's very similar in that you've got, you know, basically whatever's on top is going to cover up the thing below. And if I hit play, it's basically just a little clip of, let's see, wait, hold on just a second.
So how did you get that paramotor to spin like that? Is that
Yeah, that's actually a separate part. So if I click on, let me find the paramotor and then I'll show you.
that's your actual paramotor, or is that a?
Well, it is a paramotor. It's a static image of a paramotor that I deleted the prop from so that I could make, or separated the prop from so I could make it spin. And I don't have my glasses on, so just bear with me. Let's see. Circle, 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 circle. You know what I could do is just freaking move it. There is the prop, right? It's separate. It's a separate, completely separate thing. So to get that to spin, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just show you. Let's say I wanted this paramotor here to spin. I go over here to the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have to find it. Okay. And it is paramotor. Is that it? That's not it. Well, let's see. Let's keep it simple. See this little red dot here?
Mm-hmm.
If you click on that and you move the playhead, say to the right a little bit, and then grab this little bar, spin it around as many times as you want.
And it's going to spin that many times between that first part of the playhead to the second part.
Yeah, that's called a keyframe. So that is how I did the prop.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And I mean, the Motion is a really, really detailed, I mean, it's an amazing app. I mean, all the different things it does. On my other video, I've used several things on this particular video from Motion. Let's see. I can find the part that it was in the flying part.
For those of you that are listening to this podcast, you can always go to ClearPropTV.com and rewatch this video anytime. Because this is pretty interesting if you want to learn more about Final Cut in Motion.
Yeah, this is it. So you see I've got Ohio on one side with the Buckeyes,
Wow.
and Kentucky on the other side with the fried chicken. But in the middle, you can see the spinning rock,
Yeah.
like a stone's throw. That was done in Motion. And if you notice, it's a 3D object. So that's just one of the 3D objects that's built into Motion. It just happened to have a stone there, so I didn't have to go hunting for something like that. There's another little thing. Motion is it's just one of those apps that if you got a really, if you got a need for it, it will make your life a lot easier. But all the videos that I've done, except for I think the last one, or maybe the one before too, I've done without Motion. So it's not necessary. It's just nice to have.
I know that some of your videos, you have things pointing to something that say something as it's flying or as it's moving. How do you do something like that?
Those are called callouts, and that's not something you can do natively with Final Cut. It requires a plugin, a separate plugin. And I don't remember if it was M callout that I used or not. A plugin basically is just something you can add to a program that increases its ability. So let me find a plugin. We'll go over here.
So how do you search for plugins for things like that? Is it on a Mac, or do you do a Google search, or what?
Well, how I did it was, I did a Google search, and that's where I started. And then I would go into YouTube, or sometimes on the company's website, it'll have a video showing you what it does. The call outs are very difficult. They make it look super, super easy, but you know how you keyframe?
Mm-hmm.
I just showed you how it was a keyframe. That's basically what it's doing. But it's doing it frame by frame by frame by frame. It can take a long time. I've had about 30% success rate with the plugins, even though that's what their main purpose is. It's just hit or miss on that. Here it would be better here. So here is M callouts, and you can see it shows you little examples. So that's what you're talking about right there, right? Something along those lines where it points out a certain whatever.
Yeah, those are really cool on the videos. They make the video really cool, I believe.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it too. I mean, so much that I've spent a decent amount of money on these plugins. But like I said, it's hit or miss.
Talking about when we talk about a plugin, are we talking about a buck or two? Or are we talking about 30, 40, $50?
No, I think on this one right here, M Tracker, it was I want to say either 195 or 295 for these three. It came in a pack, together. M Tracker 3D, so they're not inexpensive, and I've not found one. There's a lot of free Final Cut Pro plugins. And matter of fact, there's a site. If you do a search, there's a whole website of free Final Cut plugins. Just search that free Final. It'll come up. I think it's fcpfree.com, something along those lines. But I have not found any of them that will do call outs. So that tracking feature is something I wish was built in to Final Cut, but it is not.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I hope that answered some of your questions.
Well, that's a lot of interesting things. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if we lost a bunch of viewers or not, but
Probably.
pretty awesome. Let's see. I know that we are starting to go through and see what people did, and let's see. Bill H says, "I just got a GoPro 10. Still have to learn to edit." Eric PPG Lear says, "I can't afford a GoPro 360, so I glue 13 Hero 5s to my helmet." That makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Jade said it's very easy to get lost in your own work, and it really is. So the most important thing for me, and I've got like a template that I've just started kind of using, and that is, okay, you've got the intro, you got the driving there, you got the initial people meeting, you've got, exciting ground footage. And I just kind of put things in line to where if I do start to get lost in my thoughts or whatever, or just kind of get lost in the process, I can go back to that as the rock, and it kind of keeps me on track. I haven't come up with
You still there? Will Fly? Anybody hear him?
No, we lost.
No, I
him.
think he edited. I think he edited himself out of the show.
I think he did. It was really good, but it was on a different computer that he said that he was having problems with. So we lost Will. Will, if you can hear us, we lost you, buddy, but we appreciate that. That was really awesome. We also lost John Wayne, and Paramotor USA had to go. And I think we're down to 18 viewers. So let's see what else is in the chat real quick before we go. I think I saw Mark Paralife, or Mark McElroy from ParalifePPG.com. I use GoPro Studio, but that's all I know. I tried to use GoPro Studio, and that's like horrible. I just couldn't use it. It's just, I like iMovie. Very simple and easy to use. Let's see. This is why I don't edit videos. I film everything with 3 cams, but for safety and training, Eric. Nick Griffith says DaVinci. I guess that's, I've never heard of DaVinci, but sounds good. Nick Griffith, Adobe, but you pay for it. I bet you do. Pinnacle Studios on iMovie is, Pinnacle Studio is iMovie on steroids, says Chef Mora. Am I saying that right? I don't have my glasses on either. Will Fly, or Fly Baby Fly PPG. I use GoPro 7 and edit with Windows Editor. Like the free Windows Editor? Okay. I guess I missed a lot. Bill H, editing is very time consuming. Ain't that the truth? It's like you need another day of not doing anything to edit your video. And then when you edit your video and it takes such a long time to edit your video, it seems like it doesn't really do good on YouTube. Well, anything else?
Unless you will.
Unless you will, absolutely. Flying Flamingo Jade, I use iMovie right now, and Kavana for making the show intros. Since you're on the show, please tell us more about that. Slow Days uses Premiere Pro. Bill H, my computer is an old Mac Mini. That's cool. And John Wayne, I have CyberLink Power Director. All right. Flying Flamingo Jade, tell us what you use, and your intros are getting really awesome.
So I have the gals send me some pictures and videos of themselves. And what I'll do is I'll just take a quick snapshot on my iPad. I'm more familiar with my iPad than I am my MacBook Pro, still learning. There's too many commands. I'm lost coming from a Windows side. And so then I take Canva and I make like the intro of the girls show where with the paramotors that are flying. It has illustrated or motion sections that I can put towards that. And then what I do is then I'll convert it over. I download that portion and then I add that to the iMovie with the girls' pictures and movies. And then I add any pictures like of us flying, from fly-ins and stuff like that. Add that in the beginning, and then I just attach some music to it.
So is that an app that I can get, or what is that?
I go to it's an app too, but I don't use it that way. I go right on to the internet and I just do canva.com.
Keep freezing.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, you go. Going on.
I think it's just canva.com.
Canva.
And there's free things and then there's other things. And you can go into, it has presentation, social media, video. What else does it have here?
You have the Pro, because Pro you gotta pay.
Yeah. So right now I'm getting some help with that.
And then you got the free one.
Yep.
So what's the difference between the free?
It will give you select designs that you can use, which pretty much aren't any motion. And you can make up your own stuff. It'll give you like ideas, like you can search templates. And then you can go in there and you can search things, to maybe change it around, and you can delete and add things as you want. But it'll give you the certain sizes for Instagram posts, web banners, social graphics, videos, logos. It actually, YouTube video ads, mobile videos. It even had like things for shirt designs. Pretty interesting. It's got a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. I didn't know about all this, but wow, that is pretty cool.
What's it called?
Canva, Canva.
Oh, and you can animate on it too. That's pretty cool. We have to look at this.
And it's an app for the phone or for iOS?
It is. I can't get the app to work properly. I just go right into the internet portion of it and I just sign in that way. Canva.
Yeah, I went to the .com and lots of cool stuff there, and I'm looking over on the app side.
So every week I try to personalize it for the gal that's coming on with a little bit of their information that they've given me.
And you're using Canva for
her intros.
Your intro.
For the intros. Yep.
Cool. Is there any other cool apps that you guys use or websites that you go to make intros or animations or anything for your videos? Anybody in the chat have anything that's interesting? Slow Day says that he used that for creating icons for apps. Is that the Canva you're talking about? Deweese Milstead said Corel Video Studio. I guess that's what she uses to edit. Will says internet problems. Glad you're back, Will.
Yeah, for temporarily. I don't know what's going on. I think the screen sharing messed things up.
Will's back? Oh, never mind.
You can't talk about him no more.
God.
Darn. That's really cool. So yeah, that's downloading right now. I'll look into that.
Okay. I did want to say one other thing, that in 10 minutes when we were at Bad Apples, Sean pulled out actually used my iPhone.
I did?
Yeah. Don't you remember? You were showing me iPhoto or no, iMovie on the phone. And in freaking 10 minutes, he's like had the whole works, done, a video done. It was real impressive, your knowledge of that app and how much it could really do. I was surprised.
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell people iMovie is pretty darn powerful. And if you can do your videos, have yourself a chest mount, turn on your video camera, right? And now with the newer ones, you have like the really super wide angle lens, like this one right here. This is the 11 Pro Max, and the videos that I can get are just absolutely incredible. I can do 4K video on this, and I just load them into the iMovie, edit them up real quick. I can do voiceovers, and then if I render them and I want to like put some music in, after I render them, I load them up to my Final Cut, because that way it's really super easy to add in any type of music that I want to. And there's a free movie, a free one. It is Epidemic Sound. Let me double check. It is, Epidemic Sound. You can log into that, and there are so many free music. Let me go ahead and share this real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you can, let me change it so you can actually hear it too. So share with sound. So here we go. This is and this is what, who's that famous guy, Tucker somebody? He uses this also because I find a lot of his music that I hear on his stuff.
I just wanna make your dreams come true. My lady. If you low,
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, and what I've been using primarily is Audio Jungle, but I buy my music, and for me, one of the hardest things is to find the right music for the video, and most of mine are probably right around 130 beats per minute. So yeah, you find a good source for music, man. That's awesome.
This is only $15 a month. They allow you to use it as much as you want.
Does it show the number of downloads or number of uses, or
No, unfortunately it doesn't. But you can download them. Once you download, you can keep them on your desktop and use them.
Well, I mean, like with Audio Jungle, it'll show you the number of purchases. So you know that if you use this one, well, 150 people have also used it. Or you're the only one.
With the long Willie calm, really. And it ain't even about the fame, it's about the bread niggas lost. Fuck an intern, shorty take me to the boss.
There we go.
There's Jade's new intro.
Right.
And and you can monetize these too. Now with me playing around with this because this is on my channel, I won't get hit with, what do you call that? Copyrights. So I can use anything that I want to on here. It's no big deal. But if I put the same thing, the same video on another channel, you'll get a copyright. Not a strike, but a copyright hit where they make money, I don't.
Yeah.
So you have to pay for that one though, right?
$15 a month, unlimited downloads and unlimited use.
Okay. What
And
are
then-
some of the free ones?
When you go to YouTube, let me go ahead and go. I'll show you exactly where it is. So you go to
It's
YouTube
Studio.
and you go to your.
Yeah, YouTube Studio, and you're on the left side there. Music library, I think it's called.
Yeah. Mine says audio library. Is that the same one?
Yep.
Audio. So yeah, if you go to audio library, there are a ton of them. Let's go ahead and share the screen real quick so you can take a peek, so you can see what I'm saying. So here is all the things that you can use for free, and you never have to pay for them. They're not the best in the world, but they work.
They do, but they're kind of overused.
All right, come on. I don't want to verify.
The we says nasty, ooh.
So the free ones are okay, I suppose, if you want to put something on there. Now, Pinnacle Studio, you can use Smart Sound on smartsound.com that has basically plugs in, or you can actually download Smart Sound. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you go to smartsound.com, this is what I used originally, and you would buy, we'll go ahead and share this real quick. So you get the free, oh my gosh, I don't care about all this stuff. So I got the Sonic Fire Pro. It's just a free app or program. If you already had it, and then you can go to your royalty-free music and get anything that you want to on here. And I bought a lot of sounds and stuff, and they are all sorts of different ones.
What, $149 for what?
For 10 tracks of this particular type.
You're buying the license for it.
Yeah, so once you buy the license, which is, $149, you can use it for everything and use it. So I bought, probably $1,000 worth of sound, but I haven't used them in a while because with that new Epidemic sound, I'm digging that because it's more up to date, and I really like the sound that they have, or the music that they have. And it's like $15 a month, so it's like 50 cents a day. It's no big deal.
Yeah, that's true. There are several free music sources out there. And actually, if you search that on YouTube, you'll find a lot of videos on free music sources. Free YouTube video, music, whatever.
Royalty-free music.
Yeah. Yeah. It used to be that YouTube had a website that you could go to, or a page that you could go to and type in the name of any song, and it would tell you its effect on your channel.
Oh, cool. So here's one. Called,
That you, Jade?
here's one that's called Ben Sound, and it's all royalty free.
Royalty free, but it's not necessarily free to I mean, you still have to buy it, don't you?
No, it's royalty. Well, royalty free. Well, it says download. Free license with. You can use this music free in your multimedia project, online videos, YouTube, Facebook, websites, as long as you credit bensound.com in the description for the video. So yeah, as long as you credit them, then you can use it for absolutely for free, and they won't hit you for a copyright.
Yeah, I've got some Ben Sound credits in my videos.
So that's pretty cool. I didn't know about that until I just did a search. So yeah, I'd like to know what you guys use and if there's any good royalty-free music out there. Your editing software. What do you think about cameras? I got a camera that I've been using too that's really good. It's the Pocket 2. It has face tracking and tracking and stuff. So if you have it on a tripod, it will follow you. If you have your app or whatever, and it's connected to it, you can be far away, and as long as it's connected to the Wi-Fi on your phone to the camera, it will follow you. So I've been doing some low passes with my phone, and as soon as I'm in connection range, it turns and follows me as I can do a pass. So it's
Wait,
And what is that called?
What's doing that?
the Pocket 2. Let me show you. It's the Pocket 2 camera, video camera. And I'm not sure where I put that. I think I have it someplace else.
You check your pocket?
Oh, there it is. It's in my pocket because it's in my pocket too. But so these are the Sony noise canceling headphones that I said. Look how big they are. They're really kind of annoyingly big. So when you put them in your ear, they are outside. So when you put the muff on, it kind of presses and it causes, I don't know, it's just not fun. The best ones that I found so far, as far as like just using when you're not flying and just in general, are the iPhone regular ones. They seem to work great. These things, they're great if you're going to go on a drive and you put these in your ear. It sounds like you're in a Lamborghini, a Mercedes. They're real. I mean, it makes everything so nice. It's kind of like doing the driving with your Bose headsets on. Oh, it's just so calm and relaxing. This is my original. I don't know if you guys seen these or not, but before the DJI Osmo Pocket things came out, this is what they were. They were the big, huge, humongous ones. And this,
Hang on, I want to say hi to Jack. Jack. Hi, Jack.
Hey, Jack. Jack.
Hi.
Get off the couch, Jack.
I was just thinking that. Jack, off the couch. Bad dog.
Jack, they be mean to you. Come, be quiet.
Eric just told me I can't say that on an airplane. Hi, Jack.
But you can say it on a Paramotor.
And you can't say squirrel.
Can't say-
Squirrel.
Hassenpfeffer.
Let's go. Where's the squirrel?
Squirrel.
Get it.
Hassenpfeffer.
Mark H uses Ben Sound too.
My dog's squirrel, and she's like, "What? Where? In here?"
Yeah.
You go, squirrel. Where's the squirrel? I want the squirrel.
That's funny.
Jack, up, 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 up. Get up here, lay down.
You heard me say, "Jack off the couch."
Yes. Now, all you gotta do is look pretty. No, look pretty. Look pretty.
You look pretty.
Look prettier.
Looks like he's gonna cry.
What are you doing to your dog?
That's terrible. That's abuse.
Jack, you want to go for a car ride?
Squirrel. Get squirrel.
Tell Papa to take you for a walk.
Squirrel. Get the squirrel. Dewey says he speaks German or something.
Chris is yelling from the other room. Tell Jack to shut up.
My goodness.
Look, he's looking at the door waiting for Chris to come through.
Like, uh-oh. I'm in trouble with the mama.
Is she the enforcer?
Always.
I'm not talking role play here. I'm talking, is she the one that normally corrects the dog?
Her phone is like,
Krista, hold on. Krista keeps yelling at Jack. Oh, that's hilarious. Stop barking. Shane's on the television. Oh.
Mark H. PPG Flyer said he uses Filmora from Wonder.
That's what I understand. Yep.
And that's what Shane uses, right?
Correct. It's a really good program. It's just more advanced than I am prepared for.
You use a Mac, right?
No, I use a PC.
Oh.
Actually, when I bought this computer, I had to send it to Smart Car Brian to go over it because of the guy that I bought it from. Make sure there wasn't anything on there that would get me in trouble with, like, the cops.
Speaking of Smart Car Brian, did he complete? Did he finish those stickers?
Okay, so yes, and he has them, but the problem is his work has pulled him into New Jersey for the last 2 weeks, or since we've last talked about those stickers, and I either A, need to drive to his house to pick them up, or wait for him to come back, and then when we go fly, he'll bring them.
Okay.
So if at some point, Will, if you want to give me your address later, I can send you whatever when I get them.
All right, man. I'll pay for the shipping. Of course.
No, just buy me a Reese's Blizzard or Oreo Blizzard on the next.
You know what I tried the other day for the first time? It was a pecan pie Blizzard. Really good, man. It was really good. You got to try that. I think it's limited time only, so you must act quickly. But it was really good.
Let me go ahead and tell you what I did today, because I'm such a great husband. And Cupcake Krista was, let's just say she was overexcited about what I bought her today. I was at Walmart picking up the normal sodas, beer, dinner stuff. And then I was like, oh man, right here's a coffee aisle. I wonder if they got Krista's favorite coffee blend. And I went over and there was one box left of the pumpkin spice, what I call white girl crack coffee. Because Krista goes crazy for this stuff. And I came home and I actually already forgot about it because, you know, I got a 3-second memory. So I set everything on the stove and I go out and I'm getting the charcoal ready and everything. Chris is like, what did you say you bought me? I was like, oh my God. And I went in and gave it to her and yeah, she was very happy. And I'm in the plus good area right now. So,
Yeah, man.
meaning I am tomorrow morning when she's on her way to work, I'll be like, so how's your coffee? And I get to hear this whole story about how she couldn't wait for the coffee to be made and all this other stuff. So yeah, she goes crazy for that stuff.
Yeah. I was when I was visiting Ohio, visiting my family, they're big on Keurig. And they've got the kind that has a reservoir and you put the water in and it'll make a whole bunches of cups. But next to their Keurig machine is a huge box and just tons and tons and tons of, what do you call them, pods? Or you know what I'm talking about? And they're not in any kind of order. They're just thrown in there. So you can like dig through. It's kind of fun, you know, but I enjoyed the Keurig. I mean, when you want a cup of coffee, boom, boom, done.
Yep. That's going to be her tomorrow morning. She'll be sitting there making her pot of or her little Keurig coffee tomorrow morning, and she'll be doing the happy dance, and I get to smile because I made that happen.
And what type of coffee is it, Shane?
It's just a pumpkin spice.
Oh,
She doesn't like the thank God. First of all, let me just tell you how basic my wife is. The girl is cheap and easy. I love that about her. She doesn't like the Starbucks pumpkin spice. She likes the Walmart brand pumpkin spice cappuccino. It's got to be the cappuccino. Can't just be the coffee. It's got to be the cappuccino. And the girl is, I mean, it's like $3 for 12 of them or something like that. She can't get enough of them. And I ain't mad at her about it, just so you know.
You would be if it was Starbucks you were buying.
No, she's had Starbucks. She works at a doctor's office, so she gets Starbucks gift certificates all the time, and she gives them to our daughter. It's just, she's not. I tried getting her up and going to several different coffee shops on the weekends, kind of like her and my time together or whatever. I don't really drink coffee, but I'll sit there and sip it and, you know, try to be like a bougie person. And she would rather have a convenience store French vanilla cappuccino out of the little machine than she would go and paying $4 or $5 for a cup of coffee. She'd rather just be quick and easy and as cheap as possible.
Louise likes it too. She likes pumpkin spice. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Well, maybe we need to go and stop the stream. We are losing a bunch of people. I don't know why, but I guess after 2 hours of talking paramotors and stuff, it's time to go to bed. So, and I'm exhausted too. I've been working out all day. I went to Pinnacle Mountain today with the dogs and worked out a lot. I'm writing a book about fasting and stuff like that. So I'm trying different things. It's called Year of Fasting, yearofasting.com. I'm going to start putting everything up on the blog and showing what I'm doing. I've lost a lot of weight. I don't know if you can tell in my face, but I'm getting thinner and thinner before you know it.
to be a loss.
Since the beginning of the year, I've lost a little more than 50 pounds, I guess.
That is awesome.
Can I tell you guys my my progress so far?
Yes.
I went from 238 and I'm down to 212 now.
And you didn't do anything but change the time that you drink beer.
That is it. That is literally that. That is all.
Imagine if you just stopped drinking beer altogether.
Oh my God.
No one would like me. No one would like me.
We like you, Shane, no matter what.
I didn't drink this much until I met Jade. I'm just saying.
When you first met me, you were drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, never. Never have I ever. I've never drank one time before noon unless I was drinking and it was midnight and went to 12:01. And That's the only time in the AM I'll ever drink. But no, I did actually Vail, North Carolina. I never thought about it. I always put my sodas in a koozie as well, along with my beer. And I get up in the morning. I don't drink coffee. I start with a soda, and I slam a bunch of sodas all day long. And I met Jeff Pearson that put on Vail, North Carolina, the flying in Vail. I met him at the compound, and I came over one morning and I was talking to him, and I pulled my soda can out of the koozie to go get another one. He goes, "You're drinking soda?" He goes, "I always thought you just woke up and started pounding beers." I was like, "What?"
That's the
So
story
now-
I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm just like, always thinking in my head, like, how many people think this is a beer? Like, really think this is a beer at 6 o'clock in the morning? Because as soon as I wake up, the first thing I do is slam a beer. I mean, just sold myself up. Just, I slam a soda. It's like the first thing I do every morning. And now I'm always looking around going, maybe I should leave part of it out so that it shows that it's a diet soda. Because now I'm all worried that someone's thinking I'm drinking in the morning. Good Lord.
We know the truth. All they got to do is jump on here on ClearPropTV.com and watch the show.
Yeah.
Don't drink beer. Wait a minute. That's the wrong thing to say.
Well, right now I'm drinking beer, just so you know.
Sounds good. I drink my root beer. Does that count?
It's still beer, right? Root beer.
Here, there you go. Sugar-free root beer.
Oh, I am exhausted though, as well as you guys are.
Yeah, I'm ready to zonk out, guys. Man, it's been a great evening. It was fun chatting with you. I was honestly thinking that I just wanted to do this podcast for an hour, and ended up being almost 2.5 hours. So it's getting me up way past my bedtime. But I appreciate it. I had a good time. I love you guys. I mean, I look forward to Mondays. And
Me too.
but man, I'm like ready to go to bed. I've got the grandkids too, so we're gonna have some fun over this week with the grandbabies. At least a couple days.
Right on.
Well, peeps, love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow on ppgshane.com, on Wednesday at paramotorgirl.com, and then there's something else on Thursday. I can never remember that .com.
Paraglidingtalk.com.
I knew somebody would. All right, peeps. We'll see you tomorrow on Shane Show. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Out. Stop recording to the cloud. And stop